Bro out here with the V3 Talion, 70 mile per hour with the 20-tooth pinion, but he just got his stock right now. 4S stock gearing. He gonna be dipping FPV though, first person view.
So here with the J1, and we have a very interesting video for you today, folks. I just wanted to point out here with the J1 prototype here, Sabertooth as it was stock, that the front tires, as you can see, are very bald. Front tires are very bald, looking like slicks. Some may argue that's better for being on road, this, that, and the other. Little front board, go slow, not a GoPro. And early on in the race, I lost a strap to my EDF, making my EDF. You see that awkwardness of the EDF? It's never tilted that far down. So I think this was the problem in contributing to my wheelie acceleration, and why I would pull a wheelie when normally when it's slanted more vertical, it just accelerates the car forward. At this angle, it has a torque on the whole car that, combined with the wheel torque, makes the car want to pop up. As you know, in all other previous videos, this car never pops wheelies. Even when we have more power going to the EDF, or the same power, it never pops wheelies. So the mere fact that I caught one of these on the hook of a truck in that parking lot and ripped it off, and then this whole thing shifted from like more so this to like this, it caused problems. It was making me wheelie instead of have acceleration. That was a problem, but like, no excuses. I'm out there racing, and my brother's just much of a better driver, to keep it honest with everybody out there. He just knows how to drive and you know what I mean, whip cars around. Even when we were driving like my new prototype car, he was whipping it around like no problems. Even when the EDF was off, the EDF wasn't working, we got to redo some stuff in there, but he was whipping that car around like nobody's business. And he's just a great driver, and that's just what he does, and that's just how it is. But you know, I'm not trying to make excuses, but if I didn't snag this and stuff like that, it would have went a little bit differently. And if I could see around the blind corners that I'm trying to turn around, it maybe would have went a little bit different. The top aerodynamic fins were not in use. Kind of hard to see the aerodynamic fins in place right now, but yeah, on asphalt they really don't do much of a difference. They're not big enough to have an effect on asphalt anyway, even though we were running in the oval and that's what they're for. But on a loose dirt oval track, they will be engaged, please believe it, folks. So yeah, stay tuned for more interesting videos and all that kind of stuff from this car, my other prototype car, versus other dope cars like the Talion V3. It's just a dope ass car, excuse the French. But yeah, peace out. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, all that stuff.
So it should be pretty cool. I'm running to that truck coming back.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be giving you 3 camera shots of this same very race very shortly, but this is just one camera angle of the onboard cam of the J1. But very shortly you shall see all 3 camera angles of this very same race. Wheelie out of the corner, and then the nemesis strikes. The pinion gear. Maybe the pinion gear stripped. Maybe the motor shifted. Either way, the nemesis struck. So yeah, here's just an FPV close-up of how my brother was viewing the race. So he just took like 1 or 2 laps solo, dipping around. And, you know, the dude can drive. It's just how it is. The dude can drive, you know. But if I could see around those blind corners a little bit better, I probably would have did a little bit better and stuff like that. Like corners like this, if you can see, he can see exactly how to get close to the car that we're turning around. And me, I'm blind at this point. I'm seeing the wide angle shot, you know what I'm talking about, and he sees that first person view, you know what I mean? So he's diving in. He can tuck right in beneath this rear wheel right here, get as close as he want to the car, as close as he want to me, and he knows exactly where he's at. When me, on the other hand, I'm squatting down. I'm trying to look under the car from my vantage point and see where I am, if the car is pushing, if I'm spinning out, too much throttle, this and that. And it's a problem. It's a problem, you know? He knows exactly what to do. He pops off the jump right there. You know, he knows he's still pointed straight. He knows he's not sliding out. He can tuck in next to this rear tire of the full-scale car. He knows he's right up behind me. If it was reversed, I wouldn't know how close I was to hitting him and all this other stuff in this blind moment right here. And that made a big difference in the race. Again, not trying to make up excuses, because folks, the man can drive. It's just how it is. And so you got to check out other videos, future videos coming up. We're going to be having more V3 Talion versus the J1 or the super modified Sabertooth, however you want to look at it. But I was pulling away on the straightaways. I definitely right now have him at top speed. My car is running on 4S to the wheels. His car is running at 4S to the wheels. But his car can do a lot better. He can run 6S and he can change the pinion gear easily, and it's going to be a completely different story when that happens. My EDF got thrown off, so the thrust vector of my EDF is just off, and we saw the J1 popping huge wheelies the first time in this race like ever before on this channel. So yeah, just expect new things. But once again, not to discredit the dude's talent, my brother has definite flying and driving skills. But the blind parts of the track were throwing me off. This is a brand new course that both of us have ever driven on, but I didn't know how bumpy parts of the track were, how messed up parts of the track were, all that stuff. Again, once again, third time again, 17th million time again, not making excuses, but it is what it is. So please stay tuned. We are updating, we are innovating, we are setting world records here at Jet Noise Huge Motors. So please stay tuned, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff for even more camera angles, more crazy stuff. Thank you.